If you think about quitting your YouTube, don't do it yet. I've recently seen a lot of bigger and smaller upcoming YouTubers stopping to post more frequently. If we think of starting a YouTube as like a business point of view or a side hustle, we will end up watching a lot of YouTube videos about optimizing our videos, but what a lot of people forget is that they forget about what they care about. Because if you talk about something that you're really passionate about, you don't really care about anything else, and it's just about you and your passion. And I think that is what people need on their YouTube, because as soon as you lose the joy, you also lose the energy to actually make the videos. And I noticed that with my own videos myself, as a video content creator that worked for companies and edited their videos. That was my full-time job. So when I came back home and I still wanted to do my YouTube, I was like, I don't want to sit down and edit for hours. So I realized if I want to have more joy and fun doing these things, I actually need to take a step back and slow down on editing. And instead of editing for like 10 hours, maybe just do 1 hour or do a one take and just upload that. Because the more time you invest into editing, you invest into your gear, you will see other people that might be half your age with half the gear, have twice as much views or following. Even if you don't want to, you're going to compare yourself to that person. And if you look at any bigger YouTuber, the only way they got successful is because they did what they loved. When I think of Ali Abdaal having like a really big account, he started off with making music videos that barely got any views, but he kept going because he liked what he did. And you cannot predict how many people are going to watch it, how many people are going to resonate with it, but it's all about being authentic and actually talking about things that you love in some kind of way, because that's going to give you energy instead of taking. Because if you work so hard that it feels like a full-time job, but you're not even getting paid, you will quit and you will not keep going. So it's all about understanding what do you love and how can you make this enjoyable. If you hate doing thumbnails, like just do a thumbnail without text and try that. Just try different things, and that's what it's about. It's not about being the fastest, it's about being true to yourself and also accepting the fact that there are certain areas that you can improve in and you're not the best yet, but you're only going to get better if you're accepting the fact that in the beginning you might be slow or not as good as your favorite YouTuber. And that's okay, because everyone starts from something. And if the first YouTube video of someone looks really professional, that probably means that they had a lot of other YouTube accounts before practicing to get to that point. And now they just started a new account. It's the same thing with artists. A lot of times when they have a #1 hit song, there's a high chance that the following songs will sound very similar because they're trying to get the following songs as #1 songs again. And I feel like that takes the joy. And that's a lot of times if you have hobbies that you get monetized, you start losing the joy because you're overly thinking into numbers instead of just following like your intuition, how you feel about it, and then just seeing where it goes. And not everything is going to be a hit. Also in the beginning when I started YouTube, I was like, oh, I would love to get monetized, and I set myself the goal of reaching that milestone within 1 year. And it's been, I think, 2 years since I started YouTube now. Looking at what I wanted to achieve versus where I'm at now makes me feel like a little bit disappointed if I look from that point of view. But at the same time, I'm like, I kept posting videos because I enjoy them. And at a certain point, especially when I saw that my followers aren't growing as they used to grow, and it kind of makes me feel a certain type of way. But then at the same time, it's like, I still make videos that I enjoy doing, and that's why I keep going and didn't stop even though my growth kind of like decreased. Sometimes taking a step back feels like a setback, but that will actually help to reflect on what you've been doing and things that you can actually adjust to make this journey more enjoyable for yourself, and also to make this journey last longer than going full speed and then running out of energy after your sprint and there's like barely any distance that can be made within that time. I hope you get any motivation from this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye!